Hi everybody, Sister Sue here, standing in my office, trying to make it look like and feel like I'm actually speaking to real people. It's a bit of a stretch, but given the situation, it's as good as it gets right now. First of all, let me thank you for your service to the UPEI New Student Orientation. By offering to be leaders, captains, and Amy, our coordinator, you're stepping up in this time of uncertainty to help people as best we can. There's really nothing that we can say or do that is going to alleviate some of the anxiety of our incoming students. It's a stressful time, and yet we're going to do our best as the UPEI community to reach out to people in ways that we have never done before, and this is one of them. So I begin with my thanks, and then I move on to an invitation. Because as leaders in the new student orientation, your role is going to be to provide some level of support for those students who are beginning their post-secondary education. And that's a challenge, because there are going to be days when you are wondering, what am I doing here? Why did I say yes to this? While still offering others the support that they need. So rather than during your time of preparation trying to figure out how to stay standing through these days and weeks and months, I'm wondering if our self-care really needs to be more about, how do I get up again? We will stumble. We don't know what's coming for any of us. And so the stumble is going to become our norm. But when we stumble, what do we do next? Possibly the very best suggestion that I can give right now is just to do a little scan when I stumble. Check things out. Am I in danger? Do I need to get up quickly? Am I in a safe place, surrounded by people who care about me and that I care about? Can I do a little check before I get up? It's going to be about how do we respond to these crises, not do we respond. And I think that's our first acknowledgement in our self-care guide to new student orientation. The challenges are going to come. How do we respond? I will stumble. What do I do next? One of the elements for me that I like to incorporate into my own daily living and then becomes practices for self-care is to use my 5 senses. It doesn't have anything to do with internet or Zoom or Google or video, but those innate elements of my being. When I'm stressed, when I'm feeling overwhelmed, sit down if I can, take a deep breath, and bring to my mind's eye a sight that is very healing for me. Personally, I live on Prince Edward Island. I'm from Ontario, and so the beaches here attract my attention. The vision, the sight of those beaches. I asked some students at the food bank this morning about what site they like to go to, and one of them said Instagram. Not a website or an app, but a visual site. And then they told me the open green grass fields that are at the end of York Point Road. What's that visual cue for you that can help you center? Sight is one. Sound is another. Now it's a rainy day today, so my friends at the food bank this morning told me that the sound of rain for them is comforting. For me, sometimes it's the sound of wind, or even the sound of silence that can help me be careful with myself. Sight, sound, smell. Smell, it's amazing. If I cook onions, all of a sudden I'm a culinary expert. The smell of onions cooking is a very comforting smell. What kind of a smell for you can help you center, can help you ground? Sight, sound, smell, taste. Are you a salt person when you're stressed? Are you a sweet person when you're stressed? What do you like? And it's a comfort. Maybe it's not the healthiest. It's a comfort for us, not a steady diet, but what kinds of tastes come to mind that you can recall? Chocolate. What is that taste? And touch. Some people are pet lovers. I'm not. Allergies. But what's that touch? For me, it's new socks. I just love the feel of new socks on my feet. Maybe it's clean sheets on your bed. So use those senses of sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch as a way to ground yourself. That's what self-care is about. Any other year, I would be inviting you to the Chaplaincy Center. This year, I don't know. But when you come here, if you come here, there's a piano available. There's also an opportunity, there's a guitar. There's quiet here. It's a place of prayer. So if for you, that connection with God is important, this is an environment for that, where all faiths are welcome. It's unique that the University of Prince Edward Island offers this. Other schools don't have this kind of a facility. So to recognize, what is it that you need? What are the external supports that are available for you, knowing that because of COVID, they may not be as readily available as other times. But what are those gifts that you have within your own being that can help you? Often I say to NSO leaders and to the coordinator, sleep. Don't stay up all night wondering about your first year students. You're leading by example. So please, do what you can in these unknown times to try to respond as the best way you can. You are that best witness of what the University of Prince Edward Island is to these new students. Let's work on this together. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay well, my friends, and we are in this together. This is Sister Sue wishing you the very best of NSO Leader Orientation training. Drop by sometime and see us in the Chaplaincy Center, if we're allowed. Blessings. Thank you.